Go ahead, Kayla.
All right, so what's your name?
Tristan.
All right, and you work here at the college then?
I do, yeah, in audiovisual.
Nice. And what exactly do you do with that?
We look after all the technology on campus, so things like the projectors, audio systems in the rooms. We also do filming of events and setup of events.
Nice. And how did you find that you wanted to work here in the college?
Well, I went to school here
Oh, really?
10 years ago or so. And
Is this what you took, or?
I took broadcasting, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I graduated in 2006.
Nice.
And then my friend works in the department as well, so.
Oh, yeah? Did he also go
He
here?
did, yeah. That's
Oh,
what we
wow.
had, so.
So then when you found your job, you just was like connections, so it was easy?
Yeah, I worked in radio here in Lethbridge for about 8 of the last 10 years or so.
Cool. What
And so-
station?
At Country 95.
Oh, okay.
And then he kind of chatted me in my ear to come over here last year.
Nice. So what did you do at the radio station?
I worked in news.
Oh, okay.
So I read the news, was reporter.
Did you have to like go out and find the news material, or did you
Oh,
just?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So do you do anything else here in the college, or?
Well, for the most part, that's about it, yeah.
Okay.
The audiovisual stuff.
Yeah. Do you do anything else, like any hobbies outside of the college, or?
Yeah, I mean, I like to play floor hockey quite a bit.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a dog that I walk. I like
Nice.
to cook.
What's the dog's name?
Maggie.
How long have you had her?
Probably almost 6 years now, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's getting up
That's awesome. And do you have any favorite foods at the cafeteria here?
At the cafeteria, that's a good question. Probably, my go-to is probably the clubhouse,
Oh, yeah?
but I like the beef dip too.
Yeah. And how did you find out that you just really like them? Did you try everything? Or?
Well, I'm a clubhouse kind of guy. Anyway.
Oh,
I like
okay.
clubhouse generally, but
Yeah.
the beef dip, another guy in the college, he brought it to my attention. He had a bit of a beef dip song, so
Beef dip
got
song.
me curious about the beef dip, and then I had it. It's pretty good, yeah.
Do you remember the beef dip song?
I'm no expert on the beef dip song,
Okay.
so I definitely can't sing the song, but
Oh, man.
yeah, he does a good version anyway.
All right.
So.
What happens if the projector goes down? Like, what do you guys have to do?
Well, I mean, you just start off checking all the connections and if everything's plugged in properly and that the lights are on, because, I mean, it'll give different lights if it's if the bulb is dead, or kind of just you can gauge what the problem is by just looking at the lights on the front of it or the connections. And then mostly it's either a wrong input or if something's physically wrong and it's flashing, then the bulb is probably gone. You just change that.
All right. What is the most frustrating thing that you've ever had to fix?
Frustrating thing. I don't know about a specific piece, but it's mostly the most frustrating thing is when it's an intermittent problem. So
Oh, yeah?
if it works sometimes, then not others, so then I go to test it and it's on, and then they call back and say it's off. And so those are probably the worst. It's just something that's not a steady problem.
Yeah.
Just coming and going, that's the worst.
Do you ever have days where you're just like, there's absolutely nothing to do, so you're just kind of wandering around, wondering what to do?
Yes, kind of, but not normally. We have a priority, so
Oh,
if
yeah.
it's slow, then I just deal with stuff that I've kind of put on the back burner or things that are coming up in the future. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, there are slow times, especially as we get into this half of the semester and towards Christmas, it'll
Nice.
slow down.
So what else? Like, is there ever a time when like two people need you at once and you're just like, I can't do that, and like no one else is available?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, now we just have put our cell phones on, so if we're the only guy in, then you're doing a job and someone else can phone you, and you just go next. Or again, the prioritization of it.
Yeah.
If it's important now, then you go now, and if it can wait till the class breaks or whatever, you have an hour or something. It's okay.
Yeah. So you had said that you went here to college. Are there any teachers that you had taught you that you still see?
Oh, Ray was here.
Oh, yeah.
That actually taught me. That's George
Oh, okay.
as well. And that's probably it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see them in the hallway and be like, teacher?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I seem to work pretty close with George now.
How nice.
So, for the broadcast, for the webcasting and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all weird now.
No, that's cool. As long as it's not weird.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
good.
Um,
I used to actually see, speaking of that though, when I worked in radio, I would see some of my other teachers that had retired from here
Oh, yeah.
out in the industry, because they, Virl and things, they still work there. So
Yeah.
that was interesting to run into them, like actually in news events.
Yeah. When you worked in radio, did you do anything else, or was it just like the news?
I only ever did news for the whole time. I worked at Country 95 for 4 years, and then I worked in BC in a few different places in news as well.
Yeah.
And then I worked in Calgary, and then back in Lethbridge. So, but I've kind of worked all different shifts of news,
Oh, that's cool.
overnights and early mornings and
Yeah.
all over the place.
Did you have a favorite, like a preferred type of shift?
You know, as much as I thought the early shift for 10 years, I probably ended up being my favorite because I like to have the afternoon off after that.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good, but I definitely fought that for a long, long, long time, thinking
Nice.
I wouldn't like it.
Oh, time's up.
Yep.
It
All
just
right.
flies.